Kamina from Gurren Lagann is one of my favorite characters in anime. Not because he just has a cool design or because he has a a great message being shown or anything like that, but mainly due to the fact that he is a character that is a liar. Kamina is someone that was never strong, and in doing so, he becomes one of the best characters within the show by doing so. So, Kamina from episode one is someone that's always there trying to prove something. He's trying to get people to see the truth that he saw. He's always telling the village chief and even the the kids of the village that there is a world up above. There's people. There's a sky. It's blue. There's a this thing called the sun, but no one believes him because he's a liar. And there's a video talking about how Kamina was always weak. I can't remember the channel, but if you can find it, it's a really great video to watch, and it explains more of what I want to say, but they they're more deep. They get deeper into the analysis of Kamina, but what I want to talk about is how Kamina, while being a liar, was the main reason why Gurren Lagann worked. He was a character that, through all the lies, was like the heart and soul of Gurren Lagann. If not for him, Gurren Lagann, I don't think would be as successful as it was. While the story itself was always great, Kamina was the one that helped it get there, where Simone would not be the character he became if not for Kamina. Yoko would not be the character she became if not for Kamina. Kitan would not be the character he became if not for Kamina. Where Kamina was the person that taught the big game, but yet could never truly back it up, but always somehow made a way to back it up. If he said Simone and him could fly to the moon and back, it would be a lie. They did not have the capability of doing it back then, but because Kamina's the one saying it, who's to say that's impossible? Who's to say he's making up a story to just get people to follow him? If Kamina was a person in real life, you would call him a liar, a scammer, or whatever else, a fraud. But in truth, he always told the truth. He believed that they were capable of doing it, thus he would find a way to make that happen. He always said that there's a sky in episode one, and he was telling everyone that in the village, but no one would believe him due to the fact that what proof did he have? And he kept talking about it so much that could you really say he was wrong? Could you truly prove that he was wrong? As much as he talked about it, you would have to think maybe there's some truth to what he's saying. And eventually, that truth does come to light. Not because of Kamina's own power or strength, but by pure coincidence. When Yoko breaks through the ground and shows the sky, and by pure chance, Simone finds Lagan and is capable of destroying the gunman and the person that was piloting it. And Kamina, his goal was always to prove that yes, the surface does exist, the sky is real. Once he makes it out of that cave and whatnot, his goal isn't just, well, I proved my point, no one can call me a liar or anything like that. After he does that, he moves his goalpost to, well, we're going to explore this new horizon, this place called the surface. And he does exactly that. He gets to exploring the surface, and he learns that there's things, people and things called beastmen that are oppressing the human race and keeping them underground. And his new goal is to defeat the gunmen or the beastmen and just prove that, yeah, humanity has the capability of rising further than what they've been subjugated to and whatnot. And it's because of this, all these things that Kamina makes everyone do and things like that, that people like Keaton joined the group. The twins, I can't remember their names for the life of me, the ones with the afros and whatnot, they joined the group and everything like that. And this is all because of Kamina, all because of the tales that people hear about him. These larger than life stories where Kamina is like kind of referred to as some type of god or something like that. But none of them are really true. They weren't all just because of Kamina, they were because of Simone and him. And Kamina himself never takes credit saying, yes, it was only I that did it. He brings Simone up with him. He brings Yoko and everyone on Team Gurren Lagann together. Because if not for them, he's not capable of doing this. Kamina always wants to move forward and is a character that moves forward not by himself, but with the team, the people that helped him get to that point. And by episode 8, we lose Kamina, the main member, the person that probably made you stick around to watch Gurren Lagann, because he was the reason why I stuck around to watch it. But he dies, and his final words are, believe in the you that believes in yourself. Don't believe in the me that believes in you. Don't believe in the you that believes in me. Believe in the you that believes in you. And leaves Simone with the knowledge of the Giga Drill break, or at least shows Simone how to do it. But Simone, after Kamina's death, and a lot of people on Team Gurren Lagann, Gurren Lagann, have given up. Simone has given up. The person that Kamina entrusts the team to is just sulking and crying about in a room, because the person he looked up to, the person that he believed in, is gone. So who's there to believe in him now? And it's not until later that Simone is capable of doing this with when Nia comes through, because he has someone that he needs, someone that believes in him, someone that is showing him that, yeah, the person that believed in you may be gone, but there's always more people out there that need you, that believe in you. And Nia's the person that shows that to him. And Simone himself says, my big bro is dead, but he's there on my back and here in my heart, and he can't be Kamina. And my favorite moment is with Kamina is when Yoko asks, why do you believe so much in Simone? He's kind of a coward. What do you see in him? And he says, truth is, a long time ago, there was a cave-in, and we were trying to make our way to the surface, me, Simone, and a few others. And within that cave-in, we nearly died. And when that happened, I started panicking. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to handle the situation. But when I saw Simone continuing to dig and drill a hole, even in that situation, I knew I couldn't give up. I had to stand tall for everyone in that situation, because if he could do it, so could I. And the most beautiful part about that moment is you don't just see it from Kamina's perspective. You hear it from Simon's perspective. He says there was a time where me, bro, and a few others got caved in, and honestly, I didn't know what to do. I was panicking. I was afraid because we could die in there. But when I saw bro continuing to talk and have believe that we'd make it out, I knew in that moment that everything was all right, because if he was there, then everything would work out. Simon's belief in Kamina and Kamina's belief in Simone are the main reasons why Gurren Lagann works. Why, when Kamina dies, you feel that. And it was a reason why I had stopped watching Gurren Lagann after Kamina's death. I fell into the same depressive spiral, not outright, but the same spiral that Simone fell in, where it's a thing of, without Kamina, what's there, what's left of this team, what's left of team Gurren Lagann and whatnot. And it was, I think that was such a great character that it it even made me feel the same way Simone felt. So, like, what more is there to this show without Kamina and whatnot? Kamina was just such a great character. That's about it. I'm done.